Hello, Earthy Wise Woman here. I was trying to make a live feed, and for some reason my camera wouldn't work, so I'm having to come in here, and I'll just record it here, and I'll upload it onto my YouTube. Um, I guess I'm supposed to say this in advance, so I'm going to please subscribe to my channel, and you can also come to my Etsy store, which is Earthy Wise Woman, all one word. And you can find me there on Etsy as well. Today, I want to talk about something that came to me when I was on my walk. When I walk, I meditate a great deal. But I stopped at the gas station and I went inside to, get some water. And I heard a lady talking to her husband, and she said, "Ooh, look at this. This is a bug inside of this. I don't want to eat that." And I assumed that maybe it was a food item that had got infiltrated by a bug. Ooh, gross. But it wasn't. Oh no, it wasn't. It was actually a lollipop with a larvae intentionally inside of the lollipop where you can see it. And she showed it to me. I'm like, oh my God, that is a larvae. That is a bug in a lollipop, and you can physically see it. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have been, um, listening to things that are on TikTok or Instagram or I guess it's called X now, or because I might tweet. Anyway, a lot of people have been discussing how the powers that be, somebody named Billy Waits, I'm not going to say his name, and Cloud Sweeby. You know who I'm talking about because I don't want to deal with the algorithms and stuff that's on these channels. But they have been trying to put into place that we no longer eat meat and start eating things like bugs. How bugs are going to be the new future of what we should be eating as people on this planet. We should eat bugs. And my response to that is, oh, hell no. And you might think, well, earthy wise woman, you a peace loving woman. What's going on with this world? Listen, I am still of peace, but realize this, people, please. Sometimes, in order to keep the peace, you're going to have a war. It doesn't always have to be with guns and bullets. Sometimes this is just the idea that you're going to have to push back against the forces that are trying to wrong us. There are forces out there that does not mean this world right. They are a minority in compared to us, which are the majority. But we need to push back. We need to say no. So let me start. I saw this bug in this lollipop and I'm like, oh my God, they're trying to get us to eat bugs. That is disgusting. And then I finished what I did and I started walking home. And I was talking to my guides and I said, I cannot believe they're trying to actually push bugs on us. They're trying to push bugs on us. How could they do this? And my guides told me something that I did not realize. And it was in my face. And it's been in my face for over 30 years. That's right, 30 years. And my guide said to me, well, earthy wise woman. Well, I'm not going to say exactly what they say. I'm paraphrasing. They've been getting you to eat bugs for a very long time. I said, no, we've never ate bugs. And then it dawned on me what he was saying. Gummy worms. Gummy worms. And y'all like, oh, please, that's just little gummy worms. That's innocent. That's nothing. No, it's not. It's preparation. It's preparing. Because here's the thing. When my children were very little kids, they introduced gummy worms. And they look like little worms. I mean, oh, God, they're worms. But they're gummy, so they're candy, so it's no big deal. So kids will eat them. Oh, it's just gummy worms. It's just gummy worms. So now 30 years later, because my oldest child is 33 and my youngest child is 31. Well, they have been having that particular product on the market for well over 30 years. And not one candy maker makes it. Hundreds of candy makers make gummy wares, gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy worms, gummy worms. So we've already trained and prepared a generation of tax paying, jobs, home buying people to be prepared to eat bugs because they have been eating these bugs since they were little children. Now, you need to understand one thing. Evil is not always hiding in the shadows, not letting you see what they doing, covert, secretive. They're in your face. They're secretive and they're covert and they're doing it in your face. So I'm here to say this. What do you think gummy worms prepared people for? For eating, yes, worms. Because now instead of saying, ooh, that's disgusting, it's like, ooh, that's bad, but it's no big deal. It's, he can eat the worms if he wants to. It's no big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Because you know something? If deity wanted you to eat worms, we would have been eating them all along. I've heard people frown upon the idea of eating meat. Oh no, we need to all be vegan. Oh no, we need to all be vegetarian. And there is a place for veganism. There is a place for vegetarianism. There is a place. I get that. But it's not for everyone. And if we're going to go on a religious aspect, I have not ever studied any deities that have not eaten meat. I've not read about that deity. If anything, they have always respected meat, or the cow, or the lamb, or the chicken, because they sacrificed their lives in order for us to live, which is one of the reasons why we say grace. One of the reasons is we thank the animal for laying down its life for us to sustain our own life. We have currently live in a society that has bastardized our food. And what I mean by that is they do not cook it and they do not eat it with any form of reverence whatsoever. Because if there was reverence for the food that we eat, we would not be having uh, this biogeneric engineered food, because that is a slap in the face to deity, to take a creation that was given to us by the higher ups and fuck it up with additives, with genetically processed engineered things, ruining our crops, ruining the earth that the goddess has so blessed us with. And I want to tell anybody who's all into this, we have to save the planet. Dag nabbit, the planet is a living being. It's living. It can save itself, and it has for millions of years. And believe me when I tell you this, when the planet gets tired of mankind, it will totally kick our asses off the planet. It is an agenda that they're using in order to control you and in order to enslave you. You want to save the planet? Throw away your goddamn paper. You want to save the planet? Recycle. Reuse. You want to save the planet? Eat real food. Because if you eat real food and stop going to these fast food places, those fast food places will go out of business, because the only thing that keeps them in business is us shoving that crap in our mouths day after day without any thought of what goes into that food, or even if it really is food. Our bodies are sacred. We are made in the image of deity. And the very fact that we will pollute our bodies with this biogenetic generic crap is shameful. You want to change the planet? Push back. Push back against the powers that be that is trying to get you to do things that you know within yourself is not right. Eating fast, generically processed food is not right. Okay? It is not right. Telling people they have to wear over their face is not only not right, it's stupid because it doesn't prevent or stop any form of a disease. You look like you're wearing a goddamn diaper over your face. Stop that shit. You look like the reincarnation of alien. Be free. You want to be free, you're going to have to fight for those freedoms. Say no. Push back. Don't eat crap. You know it's crap. Read the food. Read the labels. You don't understand the words? Look them up. But question it. Question all of it. Because the moment you start questioning the narrative will crumble. But if you don't question anything and you just go along with the system without any questioning and just go along like a sheep to slaughter, just like a sheep, you will be slaughtered. Come on, guys. Like the song says, fight the power. And believe me when I say the power are the minority. We, the people, we are the majority. And believe me when I say we have quite a bit of power. We have the power to refuse to eat bad food. We have the power to question our political officials and ask them about the policies that they're putting in place. Not even ask them, but tell them, hell no, we don't agree with this. We have the power to do that. Yes, we do. And before you start watching CBS, NBC, CNN, Fox News, and all that shit, you better question one thing. Is what they're telling you the truth? Because if you don't agree with it, you have the right to say, that ain't right. That ain't right. You don't have to agree with it just because they're telling you to. You have the right and the responsibility to question. Because if you don't question, you're basically sealing your own doom. And not just you, me too. So, guys, I'm telling you now, fight the power. I'm going to say it again, fight the power. And this may sound off the wall and silly to some of you, and that's all good. I'm probably going to get some comments. Earthy White Woman, you done lost your mind. Stop eating gummy worms. Stop giving them to your kids. Because I bet you that if you stopped eating, they'll stop making it. I think you guys need to go back to the Montgomery, Alabama bus boycott. The moment that the African American community stopped taking those buses, it took them a while, but believe me, they changed the rules. Why? Because the company was going under. They needed the money. They didn't stop doing that because of some moral responsibility towards the African American people. They did it because it got hit in the pocketbooks. They did it because buses weren't on the road anymore. They did it because financially they were going under. That's why the Montgomery, Alabama boycott worked. The bus boycott worked because they hit them in the pocketbook. Guys, you want to change certain outcomes? Hit them in the pocketbook. Stop eating crappy food. Don't go to them. Do not give them your money. Because if you don't go to them, you don't give them their money, believe me when I say they'll change what they serve you. They'll serve you real food. You can say, why won't you eat here no more, Mr. Customer? And you can say, because y'all don't serve real food. You serve crap. Not only do you serve crap, you serve stuff that will actually kill me and my family. We're not going to come here anymore. We're going to stop eating here. This is crap. And guess what? If enough of us do that, and enough of us say that, things will change. Fight the power. And on that note, you guys have a blessed day. And remember, like I said earlier, you want to keep the peace? Sometimes you're going to have to wage the war.